30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
What's up, y'all? Hey, everybody, this is Jazzie K Ward, and welcome to another edition of Artist Talk. I was trying to be like Mark MIXX because we'll have a little bit more conversation. I don't know if I'm wearing this hat right, y'all, but what's up, y'all? Welcome to Artist Talk. I'm so excited to have these wonderful international recording artists on the show tonight. I see people coming in the room. My bestie is here. Hey, Nicole. Dr. Graham is in the house. We got Janice. We got international recording artist, Mr. Will Prince. And if you don't know Will Prince, shame on you, right? Shame on you. Don't forget to go over to K Ward Radio, which is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. KWardRadio.com is my website. And if you don't do any of that, shame on you. Hey, my friend Jazzie Harris. Hey, Castella is in the house. She's from California. She knows how to party. Hey, y'all, I am ready to go ahead and get this show started. Are you all ready for Artist Talk? Well, let's go ahead and start the show right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K Ward.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Happy Monday to you. Did y'all have a great weekend? I had a wonderful weekend. Hey, my friend Monica King Slater, did you have your coffee today? That's a little joke. She has a beautiful song about that, and we'll talk about that. I hope to have her on the show one day. Hey, I think that says Jad. Hey, Terry Remsen is in the house. We got everybody. This is exciting show for me tonight. It's our season finale of season 3 of Artist Talk. I'm so happy to have this conversation with all these amazing artists tonight. We got Mike Murray, Dr. Graham is in the house, Mark Mixx, Hubert EAVES. The fourth is in the house, and we're also Mr. Matt Lee is going to be here with us tonight. I think he's running a little late, but go ahead, y'all, and start sharing the video. Share the video, invite people in. Hey, LaChaw, so good to see you. Sarita, Michael Davis, Darren Small, Kim. I see somebody down there. Hey, everybody, happy Monday. But again, my first guest, he's an international recording artist. He's a composer. He's a producer. He's a percussionist. He's a native Detroiter that grew up listening to music. And because of his infatuation with music, Mark Mixx at an early age knew that he would embark on a music career. So I'm so excited to have this conversation. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome to Artist Talk, Mr. Mark Mixx.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
What's up, my brother?
I can't call it. What happened to the hat, man? Where's the hat?
The hat, it's right here. You know,
I dig it. I dig it.
I was trying to do it that Detroit style.
Right.
You know, I don't know if y'all have seen Mark's album cover of his latest release, but the brother is wearing a hat.
I love hats, man. I love hats. I love hats.
Well, my brother. But happy Monday. How are you?
I'm fine, man. How you doing? Thanks for having me on the program.
I'm so glad to finally have you on the program. You know, this is my season finale of season 3, and I wanted to have you and so many others, but I knew that Mark Mixx, as we played the song, the Riding and Chillaxing, that as you know, I play that song every Saturday.
Yeah, you do, man. I appreciate it too. I really do.
I do. Well, before we get into that, dive into that conversation, I do this segment called The Real You.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to ask you one question, since we're on a time limit tonight here, y'all. And so it's just a question for people to get to know you outside of your professional life, just a little bit, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You want me to tell you about myself?
No, I'm just outside of your professional,
Okay.
So the question is, I'm going to ask you the question though.
Okay.
So the question is, tell me something you wish you had done sooner. Anything that you wish you had done sooner?
I was always a sportsman, sports kid, man. I wish I'd have just went into sports, and I always loved music. So if I'd have went into sports back then, I'd be retired right now.
So when you say sports, football, basketball?
I was scouted by the Mets. I went to the Mets training camp right out of high school, and the Orioles was calling my house. And, I was so into my music because I always been into music and sports. So, I wish I'd have went that route because I still could have done my music too.
I love that. And I see people in the room. If you all have questions for our guest tonight and throughout the show, don't forget you can go over to streetjazzcartel.com is the website. And of course, I have to ask you, my first question is this, Mark. Street Jazz Cartel. What is Street Jazz Cartel?
Street Jazz Cartel, that's the whole cartel of musicians. It's like up to 14 of us. I come from playing in the marching bands and all the bands through school, so I always was used to that big sound. And when I started street jazz music, I wanted to call it street jazz. I wanted my own brand, and I just wanted that big sound. That's what I wanted.
I love it. And I got a question from Castella. She said, what position did you play?
Oh, I played pitcher. I was a Castella. Hey, Castella. I was pitcher and first base.
Pitcher and first base.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some heat on me.
You had some heat?
I had some heat. I was very accurate too, and I was left-handed. Back then, there was left-handers was in high demand.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So, one thing I can say is definitely bringing the heat is Mark Mixx and the Jazz. This music. When I think about your albums like the Book of Mark Trilogy, Cartel Drive, riding and chillaxing. How did you come up with riding and
Um,
chillaxing?
I was in I was in a very dark space. I had just lost my mom, and I didn't want to do music no more. So I like basically gave up. My equipment, my studio stayed on for about 2 years, and my wife say, "Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna do something?" I said, "Well, whenever it click, it clicks." So one day it clicked, and I called my cousin James Gibbs about 4:30 in the morning and said, "Man, I need you to listen to this, man. I need you to play on this." He's staying in Inglewood, New Jersey, and Irvington, New Jersey. Excuse me, Irvington, New Jersey. And he said, "Man, it's 4 o'clock in the morning." I said, "No, I need you to listen to this right now." You
Wow.
know, and that's how we got rolling with riding and chillaxing.
Okay. I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
And a question I typically ask a lot of my guests that come on the show, you know, jazz is just very universal. But my question for you is, why should people care about jazz music?
Man, it's a feel good music. What it does for me personally, it's a feel good music. I mean, I don't categorize each jazz. You know, how people say, "Oh, you doing bebop or you?" No, I like it all. If it feel good, I buy it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just love music. I'm a fan of music, especially the
Okay.
independent artists. I'm very much a fan of the independent artists.
Yeah, and you know, people don't realize that, you know, independent artists, when you think about all these other major, you know, it's hard work, right?
Tell
You
me
know,
about
it's
it.
if you could tell me in 30 seconds or less, what's been some challenges with being
you
an
know, I tell independent artists, I say, look, you know, it's our route is a lot different. We got it's a lot slower. It's a slower process. Like I just released Ziggy's Groove, and I tell artists if you want to bang with them, you got to at least bang with the big boys. You got to at least put 7 or 8 thousand behind starting. You know, I try to make sure I put 7 or 8 thousand behind my records each single.
okay, I
You
love
know,
that.
but a lot of people don't have that, and I get that. So, but just take the slow route and take your time if
Okay.
you believe in yourself.
That's right. You got to believe
Hmm.
it's hard work, y'all. And that's why we need you all, everybody that's on this live, or for those who even go back and watch the replay. It's important. Go download the music. Wherever music is streaming,
Hmm.
go download the music. But you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say this, man, because that's very important. Also, I want to say that what you're doing is very important for us independent artists. I mean, all artists, but the independent side, man, we need those downloads. We need those purchases. I buy music. I mean, I don't stream. I don't have a subscription to Pandora or Spotify. I buy the music. If I like your music, I buy it because I play. I have my own show, so I plays it.
Right. I love that. I love that. So what we're gonna do is you have a new, if you all haven't heard that, this amazing smashing hit called Ziggy's Groove, and I'm gonna play it right now, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it real quick. Everybody, again, I'm Jazzie K Ward. My special guest is international recording artist Mark Mix, and this is his latest release called Ziggy's Groove.
Right.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Oh, there we go.
You know, that song is like a whole vibe there, Mr. Mark Mix.
Thank you.
The music, you know, the car, the everything. Tell us, Ziggy's Groove. I know there's a story behind it.
Man, Ziggy's Groove. Ziggy is my grandson, man, and I think he was about 6, 7 months old, and he always was kind of bobbing his head, big old head to music. And I was working on the actual groove, okay,
Oh,
and he wanted to get out of his grandma's arms into my lap. And I was like, man, I'm working, I'm trying to work. So I put him in my lap, and he just went to sleep. And I said, I'm gonna call it Ziggy's Groove. And I said I was just gonna demo it as Ziggy's Groove, but my bass player, Steve was like, no, let's keep it Ziggy's Groove because I was gonna change the name. So I wound up keeping it Ziggy's Groove.
I love that. I love that. And you know, and let people know, Mark, what's the best way to support you and your music?
StreetJazzCartel.com. It got all the information on there, and my music is on all digital platforms, wherever you purchase music or stream music. I prefer you to buy it instead of stream it. Uh, all digital platforms, man. You know.
Okay. And tell us, you know, he has an amazing show. Tell us about your radio show.
Oh, Street Jazz Radio. Matter of fact, I'm on now. I come on every Monday, Eastern Time, 7 to 10. And it's called Home of Our Own and Underground, and Street Jazz Radio, Home of Our Own and Underground. And I mainly focus on the people that need the support, man. And you know, I love all kind of music, so don't get it twisted. But I try to play the more underground, you know, because the charts, I don't want to play the top 20 because you're hearing that enough. You're hearing that enough. I like to go beyond the, you know, the 30 and below, you know, stuff like that. I mean, because there's a lot of good music out here, man. Not just mine, man. It's a lot of good music, and I buy the music and I play it. I mean, if the artist send it to me, that's fine too. But I will play your stuff, you know.
I appreciate that, my brother. And so, what's next? What's coming up for you next?
Well, we just did the show with Damien Escobar, and I got some things in the works now. That's why I tell people to keep checking the website, streetjazzcartel.com. And, you know, you could reach out to me on all social media. And, you know, I answer all my emails, markmix@gmail.com, or any social media email. Unless you come in with that, you know how you get them inbox. Have you heard of the program? You know, I instantly delete you from there. You know, so
Nice.
you probably don't know you've been hacked or something. But talking about some program trying to get you, you know.
Okay. I love it. Mark, my brother, Mark, thank you so much for coming on the show. Would you come back next season?
Come on, man. Man, you talk outside of this, man. We have long conversations on the phone,
Yes, we
man.
do. Yes,
And
we do.
and, I tell other artists, man, if they want to work with me, all they got to do is hit me up, man. I'm people think, you know, I'm just a hard guy to get. No, I communicate, man. Matter
You
of
do.
fact, my wife say I communicate too much.
Well, my brother, again, thank you so much for giving us
Okay.
amazing, awesome music. I hope you can stick around for the show, but if you can't, we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. You know, I'll keep it. I keep it on. I got to get back to my mix board. Play this other good music too. You know, of other artists too. You know, so
Okay.
if people want to check the show, I'll go to streetjazzcartel.com and hit the listen live button. So I'm on to 10 o'clock Eastern time.
I love it, my brother. Again, ladies and gentlemen, international recording artist, composer, producer, percussionist, Mark MIXX Street Jazz. My brother, we salute you. Keep giving us great music,
I
and we'll
salute
talk.
you, man. All
Okay.
right. Thanks a lot. Thanks. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, everybody. Did y'all love that? I love that song, Ziggy's Groove. He has a video on his IG page with his grandson kind of dancing to the melody of the music. Again, hey, everybody. I see, hey, Sarita. Hey, Dr. Graham is here. Monica. I see everybody. Hey, my friend Ace. Happy Monday. Thank you all so much for joining me on the show tonight. We have some great guests that are on the show. You just heard from Mark MIXX. This next guest, we got HUBERT EAVES coming up. We got Dr. Graham. We got Matt Lee. I'm so glad you all are here tonight. This next guy, what can I say about my friend? I'm so glad to be able to call him a friend. He's a producer. He's a composer. He's a keyboardist. Let me just give you a little bit of snippet of Mike Murray right here on Artist Talk. Oh, wow. I love it. I mean, I love all of Mike Murray's music, but that's one of my favorites that I also listen to. What's up, everybody? I'm Jazzie K Ward. My next guest, Mike Murray, he's no stranger to music. Mike first developed his love for the piano at a very young age. During summer camps, he also played the upright piano. In high school, he landed a spot with a local high school funk band, but he was a drummer. His musical influences are Santana, Paul Hardcastle, Foreplay, George Duke, and many more. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Artist Talk, Mr. Mike Murray. Look at you, Mike.
What's up, Jazzie K Ward?
Look at you, cool, my brother. Just cool, Mike Murray. All right.
How you
Y'all,
been, man? How you been?
Good. I'm good, my brother. It's so good to see you. You been doing okay?
Doing okay. Good. Doing okay. Thank you very much.
And, happy belated Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
I want to give
Did you have a
shout
good
out
Father's
to
Day?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to that Mark MIXX Ziggy's Groove. That was fire right there.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
that was fun. We enjoyed it. And I have to say this first. I have to tell everybody that, you know, when you hear the show come on, the artist talk and all of that, I have to thank Mike Murray and The On a B. They were the producer, composers of my song from my show. And you hear that artist talk. That is Mike Murray and The On a B. Again, I can't thank you all enough for doing that for me, Mike. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. It's an honor, sir.
Oh my God. So people were like, you know, it was a hat kind of night. When I thought about it, I like Hubert. I follow him. He wears hats. I said, Mike wears hat. Mark wears hat. And then I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Matt, who's going to be on here tonight. He also wears hats. So I said, what a coincidence, right? All these guys in these wonderful hats. Are you always like wearing hats, Mike?
I do mostly baseball caps, but I was thinking you might have started something here with this hat thing, we may have to get on new, and try out our different hats and stuff.
That's right. That's right. I love it, Mike. I love that, my friend. So, so Mike, I do this segment called The Real You. And I'm just typically I do 3 questions. So I'm going to ask you this one question.
Okay.
So if you won a gold medal and you had the choice to pick between a gold medal, I'm sorry. I thought I froze. I'm sorry. I see something pop. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. My producer here was bringing me over.
I thought he was giving you another hat. See?
I think my head is too big for this hat. I think
that was a little tight on you.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, y'all. I'm sorry. I think he was really trying to be funny.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. I got all kind of hats over here, and people say they're loving the hats. And let me know where you all are watching from too. I appreciate that. So, Mike, so my question I wanted to ask you is, what are the parts of yourself that you protect the most?
Here I am on a international talk show, but the thing I probably protect the most are family and privacy.
I love that. And that's important, isn't it?
Right.
That is so important. I love that. See, that wasn't hard, Mike, was it?
No.
A lot of people wondered, like, what is he going to ask me? You just never know. And so sometimes I sit here and I think of these questions. And when, Ona B and I talk a lot of times, I was like, what do you think about this question? So you just,
exactly.
You never know. But my friend, I know you have been staying busy. When I think about the last conversation we were talking about love language.
Right.
I always, that CD, Love Language, featuring The Ona B, is a wonderful CD. This CD should be, I don't care. It should have been #1. That's my personal opinion.
Well, thank you, sir.
All of your music. And I know you went from that to Cruising to now you have this slamming hit called Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona.
So what's the difference between, if we not compare, but from Love Language to Cruising to Barcelona? What's the difference?
Well, the feel, Love Language was a theme CD based on Love Language, and my hats off to Miss Ona B for being a co-producer and a very important part of that production. And Cruisin' was a theme CD. Barcelona departs from that a little bit because it's a single, but it'll fall back into another theme CD, which is coming up, called Destinations. So we're going to be on our 3rd CD. So we're looking forward to that, a theme-based CD.
Okay. I love that. I can't wait. And while I have everybody here, it'll be in the comment section. Go over to MikeMurrayMusic.com.
Thank you, Monica.
What I want to do now is for Barcelona. This song, let me tell you something. Of course, as you know, I invite a lot of artists to my full-time job, to our company. You know, we have a once-a-month staff meeting, right? So let me tell you, Mike, I played this song because I DJ before our meetings. So we have about 300 employees, and I played this song and my CEO, everybody, the comments on the Zoom we were in, they was like, who is this? Who is this man? This song is fire. I was like, that's Mike Murray. And if you don't know Mike Murray, shame on you. Shame on you. So everybody, by the sound of my voice, make sure you go to MikeMurrayMusic.com. Let's check out the latest video of Barcelona right here on Artist Talk.
Els patrullers que viatgin a dos nens petits embarcaran en primer lloc. Atenció, por favor, porque informa que
Woo, that song. Let me tell you, Mike. Let me tell you that. Hey, I am ready for my flight. I liked at the end. It said, next stop, Rio de Janeiro. Right. You know what about this song, Mike? Your music. I like the part, and I don't remember where the part is. Like you think it's about to end. It goes to like a breakdown, and then you come back, and the man has the, it's like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what's your process with, producing and composing, primarily on this particular song? How do you put all that together?
Well, be honest with you, the music is something that comes from another place.
Okay.
And when I'm putting together music, I don't know where it's headed. It tells me where it's headed. And it basically beckons me to guide it to completion. And all I do is step in and try to do my best to guide it to completion. Okay. So, the video for that, by the way, was produced by On the Beat. And so I think that it's a perfect fit. And that guy that you're talking about really nails it home. He sets it on fire, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I wanted to ask you too, what Barcelona, what made you come up with the title and why the song?
Well, we part of the theme for destinations is the idea that because of the pandemic, we've all been locked down for a long time and we haven't been able to travel and stuff. And Barcelona is one of the locations I would love to visit. So I'm waiting on my key to the city, Barcelona. So we just figured that would be a good name, and it's a beautiful city, and certainly the music is fitting. We just hope we did Barcelona justice in the production of it.
Yeah, I think would be a great idea, Mike, for that song is, I don't know, Barcelona, their Chamber of Commerce or whatever, when you fly in over there, that should be playing in the airport.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure there's a fine people over there. I'm just hoping that they're listening. I do see them popping up a little bit on the listenerships. Yeah. So, to them and to all the wonderful locations we're going to highlight in this upcoming project, we just hope that we do them justice.
I'm sure you will, my friend. I'm sure you. So, what's next for Mike Murray?
Well, the Destination CD, I'm working on that, and I hope to have that out within the next month or so, maybe. Okay. And then after that, we'll have to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and are we gonna hear more with you and Ona B?
Oh, you can best believe we're not done. We have stuff in the pipeline.
I love that, because I'm gonna tell y'all, if you haven't heard Mike Murray and Ona B's "Not Your Mama's Jazz," I play that. That's on my workout. That's on my little iPod thing every morning. Fire. The song is fire, y'all. But again, Mike Murray, real quick, can you tell us about you released another song for Father's Day?
I did. I put together a piece for in recognition of my father, who got me started on this path, unbeknownst to him, I'm sure, back in 2001 or so. So I wanted to tribute him and, sort of create something that would outlive me, something for his grandchildren to listen to and enjoy, and hopefully everybody else.
Yeah. And would you let us know the title of that song for our listeners?
Footsteps.
Beautiful song. Immediately when I heard the song, I thought about, of course, Luther Vandross's Dance with My Father. And the song, I'm going to have to tell you, I'm a little sentimental. The song is absolutely beautiful. So again, thank you for giving us such great music, and let people know, Mike, how we can support you and your music.
Well, thank you. I want to take part of that time to thank your viewers for being here tonight, all of your listeners, all of my listeners out there. I appreciate that. And people can find me on MikeMurrayMusic.com. And I'm also on all the major platforms and music store outlets.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, international recording artist, producer, composer, keyboardist, Mr. Mike Murray. And if you don't know Mike Murray, shame on you. My friend Mike Murray, thank you so much. And
don't forget the hat.
You know, I got a hat, right?
There you go.
Yeah. We will talk, my friend. I hope you can stick around for the show. If not, I understand. Again, thank you so much for giving us great music. And everybody, please go over to MikeMurrayMusic.com. Please download all of his music. Go back and get all of his CDs. And I think like this is like this is your 26th commercial release?
I think so, somewhere around there, yeah.
Wow. I love it. I love it, my brother. But again, thank you so much, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk real soon.
All right, now, take care.
Take care. Hey, everybody. You know, Mike Murray, again, this brother has that ick factor. Again, everybody, thank you. So, hey, Gerard, Dr. Graham is here. Ultimate Entertainment, Colleen Keefley. Hey, my bestie, Nicole. We're going to take a break. We're going to have Dr. Graham is coming up next with our health tip. You don't want to miss it. Keep it locked right here on Artist Talk. I'm Jazzie K Ward.
It's the Indiana's music video show, playing all the best soul music videos, and it's better than the radio. So sit back and enjoy the show. It's the Indiana's music video show, playing all the best soul music videos, and it's better than the radio. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Keep it grown and sexy. We ain't playing no games. Tell me what's your love language. You can fill in the blanks. Touch me, tease me. No, my name is not Case. Indie Artist Music Video Show. Let's watch it at my place.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Chantel Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
Hey, everybody. Look at you, Dr. Graham.
I'm in
Graham,
Barcelona.
You're in Barcelona.
Listen. Great music.
Great music.
You
know, Mark Mixx, you know, Mike Murray. We got HUBERT EAVES coming up. Matt Lee is coming up. Dr. Graham, you know, music is so healing, right?
You know, I always say that it's medicine. It is medicine. It really is.
You know, I'm a big Diane Carroll fan, right? I love anything that Diane Carroll started. And I heard her saying a statement. She said, I think we need more music than we need therapists.
I can agree with that to some defense because remember, most people express themselves through therapy. They probably couldn't talk to therapy as opposed to, let me hear my music. This way I can play my song and you can't contest me. You got to sit back, shut up and listen as opposed to going back and forth. So that might be true.
That might be true.
I'm going with that.
Well, Dr. Graham, happy Monday. I hope you had a great week. You know, we always anticipate what Dr. Graham is going to give us, some kind of health tip, mind, body, and soul. So what can you share with us today?
So I was thinking, since we got these artists on here and we use our mouths to make our money, whether it be singing, playing an instrument, things like that, we're going to talk about tongue health today.
Oh, wow.
Now, stick out your tongue, check it out. You're going to have little bumps and grooves on it. That's normal. That's fine. However, there's certain things you can tell by looking at someone's tongue. If you have a white, thick paste on your tongue, it also could be known as thrush. If you brush your teeth and brush your tongue, it comes off, you're going to be fine. But if that does not come off easily, get it checked out. It could be linked to what they call leukoplakia, which is linked to oral cancer. So that thrush, what that is usually is sometimes if you just got over an illness or being sick, your bacteria in your stomach is off, so it affects the tongue bacteria. So get that checked out if it doesn't wash off or brush off with a toothbrush. Then we're going to talk about you can have a tongue that looks like it's red and glossy in appearance, like you was just drinking a whole bunch of red Kool-Aid. You know, we never say cherry, we just say red Kool-Aid. Okay, what that could be linked to some kind of inflammatory disease, usually linked to Kawasaki disease or Sjögren's disease, which is a blood vessel inflammation disorder. So if you have that, get it checked out. You know, I talk about this all the time. Do not go by without getting yourself checked out. Now you can have what they call hair on the tongue. What does that mean? It's not actual hair, but it will look like hair. It's a buildup of protein. And then when you have that protein, those lumps and bumps become elongated and bacteria and food get caught inside there. So it can be white in appearance. It can be brown. It can be black. It will look like hair. Get that checked out, okay? You can have what they call black tongue, like you were sucking on licorice and it's just completely black. If you're taking any kind of bismuth medication, that's like your Pepto-Bismol, anything for your GI stuff, it will interact with your tongue and it can look black. That's harmless. Just make sure that you brush that tongue. Get out of there. Get it out of there. The last thing we're going to talk about is, we know people get canker sores and they get those little sores and little bumps. That's normal. If those bumps do not go away over time, that could be oral cancer.
Oh,
it also can be linked to vitamin B deficiency, believe it or not. So check those things out. Don't let them go by. And since we're talking about, this is our finale for the season, another tidbit. We always talk about mental health. A lot of times you think about when you have a place to lay your head in home. For those who are trying to buy a house, for those who are having issues with their rent and not being able to pay it, or their home going into foreclosure, go to NACA.com, NACA.com. It is a nonprofit organization that will help you get into a house with no money down, no closing costs, no fees, and a guaranteed lower interest rate. So check it out. So there go 2 tidbits. Check out that tongue and go to NACA.
And go
and get your hat.
And get your hat. Get
your hat. This hat gave me life again. I said I had to pull my hat. They're not going to outdo me with all these hats.
They're not going to outdo you. Dr. Graham, we had a question. Somebody said, what about the lye bumps?
Okay, we hear about those lye bumps. That's a form of virus, but it should go away. It could be medication implemented. It could be, some people, you think about it. I know for me, I used to eat pineapple all the time, fresh pineapple, never had an issue. But now if I eat too much of it, it just tears my mouth up. So sometimes those fibers from certain fruits and vegetables will give you those quote unquote lye bumps.
I love it. And real quick, tell us about your amazing book.
Oh, you know, we love talking about Nia the generator. You know, she comes in and saves the day and neutralizes them germs and teach the kids how to clean up behind themselves. So pick up your copy at theapplife.info or email me. I'll send you an autographed copy. Check it out.
Okay. I love it. Dr. Graham, can you stick around for the rest of the show?
You know I will.
Are you on your way to Barcelona?
I'm trying. I'm trying to book me a flight right now.
And for somebody to be a lucky winner, don't forget tonight, if you do hashtag shame on you in the comments section, you may win this autographed signed copy of Nia the German. It's a great book. It's not just for children. I know people are probably saying, oh, it's for adults too. If you have kids, if you have grandkids, get your copy.
Cousins, nieces, nephews. Buy one and donate to your local library or your local school. How about that?
I love that.
Sharon is caring.
Sharon is caring.
And you know, so far, all this music we have, you know, they're going to be on the rotation tomorrow in the OR.
You know, one thing I can say, everybody, all artists, Dr. Graham in the OR, she plays all of their music.
Yes, I do. We got to share. You never know who's going to hear it. You definitely got to do that. Definitely got to do that.
You definitely have to do it. Dr. Graham, again, can you stick around?
I sure will.
Okay. I appreciate you so much.
See you soon.
See you soon. Oh, hey, everybody. That was Dr. Graham. She's on here every week, every Monday with a health tip. And hey, don't forget to tune in, share the video. Our next guest, this brother, you know, I have another hat, y'all. So he has a hat on. So I'm putting a hat on. So Matt Lee, y'all. He's a saxophonist. This brother's bad. You know what? Let me just show you a little snippet of why Matt Lee has that it factor right here on Artist Talk. I mean, Matt Lee is bad on that saxophone. Maybe he can teach me how to play that within maybe a month. Okay, y'all. So maybe he can help me out. So that's Southern Girl. That's a new release that will be released in July. So just to tell you a little bit about Matt Lee is a self-taught saxophonist. He uncovered his passion when his grandmother bought him his first alto saxophone in 1997. From that moment, he knew what his calling was, which was music and that saxophone. And you can tell there's so much passion and love in that. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Artist Talk international recording artist Matt Lee to Artist Talk.
What's up?
What's up, my brother?
Cheers.
How are you? Cheers.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, I'm loving the space that you're in back there.
What's that?
I'm loving the space back there. You're in your studio back there.
Oh yeah, this is my little secret space, and this my wife calls it my Harry Potter room because it's small. So this is the Harry Potter room.
I love that, Matt Lee. And this song I just played, Southern Girl, that is tight. That is nice.
Yeah, I got a call from my producer, which works with another producer, Des Dynamic. He's an R&B, hip hop producer, vocalist, and he sent me the track and he says, "Can you do anything with this?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" When I heard it, because I'm more of an R&B guy. I really love R&B music, and it was instant love when I heard it.
When you heard it, I was going to say, even in school, high school, whatever. I mean, were you in bands? Were you?
I was in nothing. I was in sports. Actually, I used to race professional motocross. That's probably why. I mean, I don't know if you on my Facebook page, but I've had 2 back surgeries. I've broken everything from my waist down, every bone in my body, I think. And I used to play ice hockey, football. Okay. And I was more into the sports. And then it came later with the sax. I had just graduated from high school, then got into college, and then had this little voice that said, "Play a saxophone." I didn't even know what jazz was, to be honest with you. Wow. I had no clue.
You had no clue. Wow.
No clue at all.
That's interesting. I think we
listening.
Okay.
To a radio station called 102.7 Kiss FM in California, very popular pop station. Okay. And I heard Grover Washington, which I didn't even know who he was. And I heard just the 2 of us. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then again, the voice told me saxophone. And I'm like, I got to get a saxophone. Call my grandma. And I had just graduated. I didn't really have much money. Was just starting out. And she's like,
I think we lost Matt.
Basically, that's what started it. And we went on Craigslist. I found one for like $300, and it was a Selmer Bundy alto. That's a student. That's a student alto sax, and that's where it started.
Okay, so when I hear your song, I want to get into your music. This One More Kiss. And I think I first heard you when I heard First Glance, but this One More Kiss, which stayed at #1 for what, 7 or 8 weeks?
8 weeks, #1 on Groove, 7 weeks, #1 on Radio Wave, number 26 on Billboard. I don't know where I'm at this week. I haven't got the results yet, but I fell off #1 last week. I would have been 9 weeks. Went to #7. Now I'm back at #2, and then I'm #1 on Radio Wave again. So, it's been a great song. I had a lot of fun making it.
I love it. Is there any story behind this song? Because I want people to check out this performance, this amazing performance of this song. Tell us a little bit about One More Kiss.
Well, I mean,
I think I think you're on mute, Matt. I don't think he realizes he's on.
Are you there?
Oh yeah, your
Okay,
phone.
I don't know. People keep calling me in the middle of this, so it's messing it up. Sorry about that. But I'll back up. Anyways, we moved from California to Vegas. My wife said, "Are you ever going to do anything? Everybody wants to buy a CD. You got nothing." And it finally.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play the song, y'all, and then what we'll do, Matt, we'll talk about it once we play the song. Ladies and gentlemen, this is "One More Kiss" for international recording artist Matt Lee.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, Matt, you are so smooth on that saxophone. But you were telling us a little bit about the song "One More Kiss."
Yeah, so back to, and that was the pizza man that kept calling like 5 times because my son wouldn't answer the door. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so my wife's like, "You got to make a song, a CD, something, because people keep asking for it and you don't have nothing." So that's what kind of got me into it. And "One More Kiss" comes from the day I met my wife back in 2007 in Old Town Temecula in California. Okay. And we had that first kiss in Carlsbad, and I just wanted another one. And so I don't know, the name "One More Kiss" kind of ties to my wife.
Right. I love that. And I love the song. And so your album, "Never Too Late," is the EP?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And what's the best place for people to support you in your music? Is it the mattleesax.com site?
Yeah, mattleesax.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. My Instagram and YouTube are kind of new, but I've been on Facebook for a long time. So I actually have Matt Lee, and then Matt Lee Sax is my artist page. So, okay. Please follow me there for any updates. If you go to the website, you can also subscribe to my newsletter, which I haven't put one out yet, but that will give you updates on new music releases, tour dates, and all that good stuff.
Okay. And I want to play something else from you real quick. I was asking my producer, do we have time to play that? Okay. I want y'all to hear something else from Matt Lee. Here we go. Ooh, you know, I'm just just blown away. It's just all you need with that music. I don't smoke, but you need a cigar, a glass of cognac, or whatever you drink.
Maybe some wine, right?
Yeah,
maybe some brandy.
Yeah. Matt Lee definitely has that it factor, my brother. And I just want to say I'm honored to know you, your music. You know, what else can we, you know, what else is in store coming from Matt? I know Southern Girl, July the 1st. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, I got my next single release will be September. I don't have the date yet, but it is going to be in September. So we're working on that as we speak. That last song you heard is going to be another song that it's not finished yet, but that was just kind of a demo. Okay. But I've got like 3 songs in the pipeline right now that I'm working on all at the same time, pretty much.
I love that.
And then I'm hoping next year for another full album release instead of an EP.
Okay. And again, let people know where's the best place to get your music and how to find you.
You know, I'm on all the digital platforms, XM Sirius Radio, iHeart, Apple, Amazon, you know, all the platforms. Also, you can go to my website, mattleesax.com. You can download the song there if you prefer. I also have copies of my Never Too Late EP, which you can get signed or unsigned, and that's probably a nice place to connect right there.
Okay. I was going to tell people, if you haven't heard this song, also the Let's Chill and First Glance, shame on you. I'm telling you. You definitely need to check out, you know, Matt, he's an amazing guy. And before we let you go, Matt, any words of wisdom you can give somebody that wants to follow in your footsteps in this music business? You know, like kind of like the title of my EP, Never Too Late. It's never too late, no matter how old you are. You could be 80 years old. And if you feel that calling to play that instrument, you got to go with it, you know. And like I said, I wasn't trained at all. I taught myself. So yeah, I figure if I can learn, anybody can learn, and you just stay with it. And also, I mean, when I was learning in the beginning, I emulated Grover Washington Jr. and would play with a lot of, you know, artists that I admire and try to emulate. And that was the best way for me, was to basically try to listen to what they were doing and see how close I could get to it. And then eventually you kind of develop your own sound and you become yourself. Okay. I love that. Again, thank you so much, Matt Lee, for giving us great music. Again, everybody, make sure you follow this Matt Lee all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, IG. I don't know if you're on Twitter, though. Are you on Twitter? I'm on Twitter. I also just started a YouTube channel, too. It's in its infancy, but I'm there. But Facebook's a really good place. I'm on that a lot. Instagram, not as much, but I'm on either one. Okay. Reach out anytime. Send me a message. I will. Again, my brother, thank you so much for coming on the season finale of Artist Talk. I want you to come back when we start season 4 so we can have a little bit more in-depth conversation. Done deal. Sign me up. You got it, my brother. We'll talk soon, okay? Thank you. All right. All right. We'll see you guys. Okay. Hey, everybody. Again, international recording artist, Matt Lee, saxophonist. Can you believe he's self-taught? Hey, guys, you know, these have been some wonderful artists here tonight, but you don't want to miss this next artist. International recording artist, Mr. Hubert EAVES, is hanging out. We're going to take a break, and you don't want to miss this conversation right here on Artist Talk. I'm Jazzie K Ward.
Multi-million streaming recording artist, jazz bassist Brendan Rothwell returns with his third master-crafted full album release, Destiny. Featuring 12 original compositions with his signature sophisticated performance, production, and moving melodies. Find Destiny now in the smoothjazz.com listening loft, Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere you source your music. Meet the artist at brendanrothwell.com.
Hey, thank you. That's my friend. Hey, do you feel that whole vibe? Do you feel that whole groove, y'all? That's Mr. Hubert EAVES the fourth. He is a multi-talented instrumentalist. He's a composer. He's a producer. He was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's lived in New York for most of his life. He's played drums and bass for some of music's most iconic songs and albums. Like, y'all know Erykah Badu, right? You know, You Better Call Tyrone. Okay. You heard Mr. Hubert EAVES on that. He's recorded with Will Downing, Alex Bouillon. He's toured with Freddie Jackson, the OJs, Glenn Jones, Seal, and many more. So you understand why this brother has that it factor, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome to Artist Talk, Mr. Hubert EAVES.
Hey.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. Finally, I get a chance to talk to you. We've been, communicating back and forth through social media.
Yes, we have. And, I'm always say this on the show, Hubert. Shame on me for not knowing you sooner.
Well, shame on you, man.
Shame on me for not knowing, you sooner. Because, I mean, if you know this brother's catalog, he is fire. Even hear people say, like, to me, a song hot like fire. This brother's fire. So I want to ask you a question, Hubert.
Yes,
sir. I do this segment called The Real You. I typically ask 3 questions, but I'm only going to ask you one. Because I know our time, we're on strict with time.
Let's make it a good
one. We're going to make it a good one. Let's see. Tell me something. What about you has grown in the last 5 years?
I would say I'll keep it in the music field.
Okay.
This independent artist thing.
Okay.
I've learned so much. I mean, even just within the last few months. Hey man, I hope I'm not looking cross-eyed because I'm looking my camera. I'm used to.
No, you're fine.
So if I look a little cross-eyed, y'all know what the deal is. But yeah, as an independent artist, man, just like how many steps that you have to take to try to make things happen, and how it's just it's not easy. It's difficult. It's fun. It's challenging. It's so many things all at once. So I would say I had to grow to be able to accept the whole picture and just try to, find which lane I need to be in, because you got to wear many hats as an independent artist.
I do. That's true. I like that. But I thought about something. I want to ask you this question, and I didn't ask my last 2 guests.
Okay.
If you won a medal between the Olympic medal and the Nobel Peace Prize, which both are very important, which one would you rather have, and why?
I'm gonna say the Olympic medal. And I mean, much respect to the Nobel Peace Prize, but the Olympic medal would mean that I'm this crazy athlete, and I'm super strong and quick and fast, and that's always something to be proud of. So I'll go with that.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love that, y'all. My friend James Day, he said Hubert has played with a lot of my singers who's recorded the songs that I wrote, Jazzie. Wow, I didn't know that, James. James Day. All right. Yeah, James Day. Yeah, James Day. He's an amazing guy. But you have a new song. Well, before I go back, you've played with a number of artists. We talked about from Will Downing, Alex Bouillon. You've toured, with Freddie Jackson, the OJs. But so, what was the connection with you and Erykah Badu, and you played on the live album called Tyrone?
Well, let me just clear something up real quick, so I don't have people up saying you didn't do that. OJ's, it was a long time ago. It wasn't a tour, it was a record that I played on that was produced by Terry Stubbs, as well as it was a remix that I played on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that. Understood that.
Because people will get you. They'd be like, what? What? You did what?
You did what? What? You did that. He cleared that up, y'all, on the show.
So leave me alone.
Leave him alone. But and I think you when you played bass and drum. I mean, was that always your first love?
My first instrument is drums.
Okay.
And my dad started me out on drums when I was a little boy. And I played drums for years, and I was in a band when I was like 9 years old. And I was a little brat in the band because the rest of the guys were like 16, 17. Okay. And whenever we would take breaks, I would always pick up the bass player's bass and fumble around with bass. And that's how I kind of got introduced to that's how I realized I even had a desire to play bass.
Wow. So, you know, when you think about jazz, you know, jazz is in pretty much everything, but why should people care about jazz music?
I think people should care about jazz and jazz music and jazz musicians because there's so much hard work that goes into it. It's very complex. It's very soulful. It's everything. Everything music has some form of jazz in it to me. And in terms of, you know, when you're dealing with chords and chord structures and melodies and jazz is just it. I mean, you can throw that on almost for any occasion.
That's true. That's true.
Beautiful classic music to me.
That's right. And you know, I want to move forward and talk about your latest song, which is fire.
Thank you, brother.
I remember when I first heard this song, I said, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy?" And I was playing it at the radio station, and the song is Dot Dee Da.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, Dot Dee Da, how did you come up with that title of the song, which I love?
Well, thank you, man. And thank you for your support. Thank you for the listeners and people tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Dot Dee Da, it's funny because that wasn't the original title of the song. The original title was called Groove With Me, which is, it was cool. You know, I kind of liked it a little bit, but it just wasn't getting the reaction that I wanted. And I had to rework it. I had to come up with something else. I almost just scrapped the whole song and just moved on to some other stuff. Yeah, I almost did. But then I kept playing the track and I said, you know what? I really like the track. And one day I was just sitting in my studio and I was just running it over and over and over. And I was just trying to come up with just something catchy. And I don't know how Dot Dee Da came. It just came. And I just started singing Dot Dee Da, Dot Dee Da. But, you know, then I put it in the melody and then that was it.
Oh, I love it. So what I want to do, I want our listeners and followers to listen and hear this song. So we're going to play it right here on the show, y'all. Don't forget to go over to his website. The website link will be listed right here in the chat. So ladies and gentlemen, this is composer, producer, Mr. Hubert EAVES. This is his latest smashing hit. And y'all, let's push this on up the charts. Let's just keep pushing it and get it. Let's make this, y'all. This is a smashing hit. This is Dot Dee Da right here on Artist Talk.
Thank you.
Y'all see me over here changing hats, right?
Uh-oh. I see you got your da-dee-da on.
Got my da-dee-da. So, who was that? You saying that da-dee-da in the background? You know, on the vocals part.
That's actually myself, Will Downing, and my wife, Elisa Ori.
Wow, I didn't know Will Downing was on this.
Yeah, Will Downing is on that, man, and he's a great friend of mine. He's been very supportive and helpful, and I also got a beautiful ballad featuring him coming pretty soon too.
Wow, can you tell us a name, or we're gonna have to wait on the title?
That one I can tell you the title is called "Feeling It."
Feeling it. Okay. I love. We you know what? We are feeling all of your music, from the radio song that we played when we came on, from da-dee-da. Even Dr. Graham said, "See, that's gonna be stuck in her head." That da-dee-da.
Shout out to
her. Well, I mean, it's a catchy title, the da-dee-da. I was going to ask you, like, who did you work with also on this project?
Okay, well, I co-wrote the song with Barry Eastman, the living legend. I produced it. I'll run through the musicians real quick for you. I wrote it down just in case you ask me, because the worst thing you can do is forget somebody. So I'm going to say it quick.
Okay.
Barry Eastman, Rhodes, Brent Burkhead, saxophone and flute, Randy Boland, guitar, Hubert Eaves III, who's my dad. He took the Rhodes solo. Mr. Will Downing, background vocals. Elisa Ori, background vocals. Brian Dunn, drums. And it was mixed by the great Richard Furch. And my radio promoter, Mr. David Cooner.
I love it, my brother.
And a shout out to my beautiful sister who does my my social media and all the art design and you know, whenever people say, "Oh, I like the cover," or what, or any kind of compliments, thank her, Dana Eaves.
We want to thank your sister. Wonderful job. So I want to ask you too. Have you all the hats? Have you always been into hats?
I've always been in the hats. I took a break because they would irritate me, and sometimes you know how that is, right?
Yeah.
But I just got back into them, man. I love hats, man. I really do.
Yeah. So outside of Dot D Dot, any are you touring? Who you working with? What are you doing now?
Right now, all of my time and attention is going to finishing my project.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do an EP or a complete CD. It started out with the goal was just I put out radio, and then I just kept working and coming up with more things, and now I got all these songs. I could put out a CD, or I might just break it up and do 2 EPs. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm just working my butt off trying to make this happen, man. And it's hard because I'm considered a new artist, and it's just hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and it's challenges. And can what's been some challenges, and I know you've been in this music game and this business for quite some time. So what's been some challenges? Because I'm sure a lot of people see lights, camera, action, and a lot of people that's watching this show, and it's hard work. And you hear a lot of artists say, well, don't get into it for the money. But what's been some of your words of wisdom or encouragement you can tell us since you've been like in the business?
Well, I'm gonna go back to what you asked, the first part of the question, like what's and the hardest part for me as a creative person, songwriter, producer, is trying to come up with something that is interesting, that's not too over the top, that people can groove to, and that can also be played on the radio. Because I mean, I hear a lot of different kind of things, and I like to experiment, and I like to throw things in, but I can't do everything that I want to do at this point. It's so the hardest point is just kind of like being disciplined and holding back and just trying to be consistent and develop a sound that people can relate to and groove to. So that's the challenge.
I love that. And what do you do when the world is not ready for your sound?
You recalculate, man. It's like, if you can't turn left, you turn right. It's all good, man. It's you draw from another source.
That's right. That's right. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Ohio, and my Aunt Dorothy, I don't know if she's watching, in Cincinnati. And to this day, she used to have this saying, Hubert. She would always say, do it on the good foot. That was her. I said, Aunt Dorothy, what's going on? She said, well, baby, no matter what you do, you keep doing it on the good foot. You don't stop. Everybody's not going to like this. You have to keep going. You have to keep, and everybody's not going to like your sound. Everybody's not going to like what you do. Keep doing it on the good foot. I said, oh, okay.
That's great advice. I can roll with that.
Yeah. And I think we had a James, they say he has a song for you and Audrey Wheeler, if you like.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll have to see about that.
Yeah. So maybe James Day, amazing guy. He writes for like Regina Bell and some other people. Great guy. Hey, my friend Rick, so good to see you. So what's next for Hubert?
I'm working on the next single, man. I mean, this one just came out. It came out May 27th.
Yep.
But I'm getting the next one lined up so that when that time is there, that I'm ready to drop. And okay. I won't give you a title, but I will tell you it's a remake. And I think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
I hope so, at least.
I'm sure. I mean, because anything from your other music that I've heard to that Dot D Dot, I was like, man, that's slamming. I've also played your song at my job, and I do the DJ before. We're in this pandemic, and now I'm working from home, and we like 300 employees in these little Zoom boxes, right? And I'm playing Mike music and Matt music and Mark's music, and when I played your song, it was in rotation when we had our meeting last Wednesday. People like, who is that? And it's like Dot D Dot, Dot D Dot. I mean, it's a catchy title, and I just want to say I love it. Keep on persevering, my brother. Would you please come back
Definitely.
on season 4, the Artist Talk, when we can have a little bit more in-depth conversation.
That's not a problem, man. You say the word, I'll be there.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, producer, composer, international recording artist, Mr. Hubert EAVES. Make sure you check him out, his website. And before we go, Hubert, I always give away something on the show. So I tell people do hashtag shame on you, and they can win something from me for Jazzie K Ward. This has been an awesome show. Hey, my sister, Lady T. Again, I thank everybody for supporting Artist Talk, the show. Thank you so much for supporting all these amazing artists. Hubert EAVES, Matt Lee, Mike Murray, Mark MIXX. Please go to each of their websites, download their music. Sharing is caring. You know, download it, share it with a friend, buy a copy for a friend. That's what it's all about. So we're going to see, again, hashtag shame on you. We're going to see who is the lucky winner tonight on the show. So Chef D, are you ready? Let's kick it off. Let's go. Wonderful show. Thank you so much, Monica. Hey, Patricia. Thank you so much. So don't forget, hey, Rick, my friend. Let's see. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Congratulations to Kenneth. And I'm gonna do one more. Hey, my friend John S. and the Moore twins. He has some bad sons. Yeah. Hey. Congratulations to Lady T. And we will get those prizes to you again. Hubert, my brother. I'm gonna be saying that all night, like I'm always be saying, I want to say, hey, thank you so much for coming on the show. You're welcome back anytime. You know, each and every Saturday, I will be pushing that song on a Saturday Jazz Affair, WVAS, and we're gonna have to get you, Matt Lee, Mike Murray, Mark MIXX. We need to get y'all to Montgomery, Alabama for one of our jazz fests.
Man, let's do it.
Let's do it, my brother.
My pleasure.
My brother, thank you so much. I'm also going to send you an email with some information, but anything I can do to continue to support your music and let people know where they can follow you too, Hubert.
Yeah, please. You can follow me at Hubert EAVES the 4th. That's HubertEavesIV.com. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook. My music is on all the digital platforms, and if you like it, buy it, please. Support us. You know, we need the help. And I thank you all in advance.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Have a good night, my brother. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll be talking soon.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you again, Jazzie.
All right. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, another great show. Did y'all enjoy the show tonight? Again, I have to thank Mark MIXX, Matt Lee, Mike Murray, and Mr. Hubert EAVES for being here on the show. And I have to thank each and every one of you, the listening audience, for those who go back and watch the replay, those who share the video. I have to thank Dr. Chantel Graham near the Germinator. Again, I couldn't do the show without each of you. Again, this was a season finale of season 3. Get ready for season 4. So, you know, we'll be back sometime in August. Sometime in August, the show will be back. It may be once I have a special show that's coming up, but again, thank you all so much. Again, thank you so much to The Owner B and Mike Murray again for my song of Artist Talk. When you hear that, I have to thank Sean LaBelle, who's a very dear friend of mine, who also did my opening on the show. And again, without the supporting audience just like you all, I couldn't. Again, and Dr. Graham, you wanted to bring Dr. Graham in? There she is.
Hey.
Hey, Dr. Graham. I have to say thank you so much for Mind, Body, and Soul.
Oh,
we love Dr. Graham.
Thank you. I'll keep sharing. Y'all keep tuning in.
Yeah, and I think Pam was a winner last week. I think Pam won your book. I hope she got it. I hope Pam got the book. Connie, thank you so much for the show. And Dr. Graham, Jazzy Harris, those help tips, what would we do?
I tried make it easy and simple because certain things we just don't think about. So it's my job to bring them to the front line.
That's right. So Dr. Graham, what you gonna do with, the show? We're coming back, in August. What you gonna do at your time on Monday nights?
Oh, well, I just started my own nonprofit, Win-Win, What Is Now, What Is Next. And it's going to address the disparity in healthcare amongst us people, as well as access of care, quality of care, and careers in healthcare. So I'm going to work with you and Chef D, and we're going to get that stuff going.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm excited about that too, Dr. Graham. And let people know how to follow you, Dr. Graham, and make sure they go get the book.
Get the book. My website is www.theapplife.info, or social media at Dr. Shawnee, DRSHONY 0730. Follow me there for more great tips.
We love it. And Pam says she got the book and she's reading it to her 6-year-old grandson.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the book. Hey, what's up, my cousin Alonzo Thomas? What's up, Dr. Graham? You know what? It's almost like, I'm going to what am I doing on my Mondays?
I'm gonna go through withdrawals on Mondays. I'm this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna go by fast, and before you know, we'll be back on the set getting it together. So
we're getting it together. So we talk always. So
we will.
I hope you have a good night, Colleen. Thank you so much. Colleen, the Jazz Lovers Corner, all the other great music groups that share the show, they share support the artists.
Stella Costella and JT Graham, all those regulars. We love you. We appreciate you guys.
Lonnie, JT. Also, JT, put your link in there. Let them know. Check out JT Graham. He's a bad host, DJ, artist. Your music, you need to send it to JT Graham. I'm telling you.
Yeah, okay.
You need to send your music to JT Graham, and JT put that in the comment section, how they can submit their music to you.
Want me to sing? Y'all want me to sing? Oh no, y'all.
Oh, well,
y'all want to hear that. I don't even want to hear that, but let that go.
Right. I'm so excited about season 4. Some amazing guests. Dr. Graham is coming on the show.
I'm ready.
So some amazing people are coming on the show. But you can join me each and every Saturday on 90.7 FM WVAS every Saturday from 8 until 12. You can join me there.
Yes, I stream it. I do stream it. Put my hat on. Take it. Look, get my cool hat back on.
That's right. And again, my YouTube channel, please subscribe to K Ward Radio. If you don't, what we say?
You. Shame on you.
Shame on you. K Ward Radio.
Share. Cost you nothing to share.
Nothing at all. KWardRadio.com is the website. Please subscribe. Any artists. My mailing address is there. You can mail me CDs or you send me photos, artists. If you have photos of yourself, sign, please autograph it. I like to set it up in my office. Any promos you would like to send, please send that to me. I will run them as commercial spots on the show. I just believe in supporting people.
That's right.
It's all about support.
If you like you and your executive producer, Dwight, because you guys are always supporting everybody all the time. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you to Chef D, who runs everything in the background. I doubt if he wants to pop on. No, he said no. Thank you so much to Chef D that holds it down.
Yes, he does.
I'm not gonna hold you all any longer. Thank you so much, and we're gonna see you on season 4. Have a great rest of the week. Remember, make sure you take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Right. Enjoy you guys' summer. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out to this one night only event. Put your hands together and let's welcome Mr. Mike Murray.
track that I wrote in recognition of my father, Mr. S.E. Murray, who was also a musician. Co-written by my very beautiful Ona B. Thank you, Ona B. I hope the notes you will hear will help characterize my father, his spirit, personality, and character. If you listen close, you'll get to know who the man was. Check this out.
It's the Jazzie K Ward coming at ya.